Neurodiverse, yeah, big up, big up. Overthinking leaving me thoughtless. Too many thoughts having my mind blocked. Blocked like the plug hole after washing my hair, each strain getting caught without really going anywhere. Clogged up. The inability to drain normally, causing disdain. Formally, I don't want to complain, but my brain. Overthinking, leaving no place to explore. No place to be creative or spontaneous or even be taught. Instead, I have to endure. A mind busy with pointless thought after thought. I'm overwhelmed by the noise. It destroys any chance of productivity, a life full of passivity, because it's noisy over here in my overthinking mind. I'm not able to latch onto or find full thoughts, words, conversations, feelings. Always feeling like I'm sitting in a crowded room. Conversations mingling and combining, covering up what's really being said. That's what it's like in my head. A headache, a heartache, pushing to concentrate, I dissociate, brain pain, I strain to listen, passing train, drop of rain, grain of dirt, pumping vein, aeroplane. I hear it all except I fail to gain a grasp of what's actually being said to me, and then repeated. A grasp of what's actually being said to me, and then repeated. A grasp of what's actually being said to me, and then repeated. Because I can't obtain information in my brain. I'm here, but I don't hear. In one ear, then information, CTRL, disappear! I'm smiling and replying, but in my head I'm trying. How long this conversation lasting? As I'm stuck in my mind, I'm chasing what you're saying, but I'm always lagging behind. Overthinking, leaving me thoughtless. Too many thoughts, leaving a void, so I avoid talking about my mental health. I honestly want to tell you what's on my mind, but most of the time I can't decipher it for myself, let alone put it into words. To tell, to explain, that my overthinking leaves me thoughtless, often joyless, emotionless, yet in pain. And I know that don't make sense, but when I'm at my worst, the overthinking is so intense that I don't notice the sun on my back. I don't notice the change in season, my mind's in a state of attack. I don't notice those small purple flowers opening up with pride each morning as I unconsciously stride. I don't notice how these small flowers hide each time I glaze over the nature outside, the thoughts that reside behind my occupied eyes. But I have noticed. I do notice. I notice things in times of peace and quiet. I notice things so beautiful. I guess my overthinking mind isn't always thoughtless, but thoughtful. Full and curious and empathetic and keen, wanting to dream, it almost bursts at the seam. It can get loud over here in my overthinking mind, but year after year I'm learning to listen and to hear myself. Untangle and decode thoughts of calm from thoughts of fear. Clear my mind and take a time to breathe. Peer into my mind and take a time to breathe. Breathe into thinking, but not having to think to breathe. Overthinking, leaving, as I'm breathing and developing and growing and journeying with my mind, my head, my brain, my thoughts.